From Joint Effort Exercise. I'm here for our first actual edition of our Joint Efforts FAFQ, which is our frequently asked fitness question. So the question for today is, what intensity should I be exercising at? I'm doing cardio at if I'm over the age of 60. So it really is kind of the same based on age group, to be honest. So the obvious quick answer is, you just exercise at the intensity in terms of where you're at in your fitness journey. So if you're just starting off, you've been pretty sedentary over the course of the last few years, or more sedentary than you'd like to have been, start off conservatively, and I'll show you what I mean by that. But if you've been relatively active in walking, hiking, doing things outdoors, or in a gym, exercise a little bit more with a little bit more intensity. So two ways to determine that is, the first way is more technical. So you're going to use a calculation, which is 220 minus your age. So that's going to give you your maximum heart rate. So your maximum heart rate, we don't want to reach that, but we're going to use percentages to find the range that you should be exercising in. So if you're just starting off, you look for like 60 to 75% of your maximum heart rate. So you would do 220 minus your age times 0.6, which is going to give you 60% of your maximum heart rate. And then do 220 minus your age times 0.75, which is going to give you 75% of your maximum heart rate. And that's going to be your moderate intensity exercise. So that's where you want to start if you're just beginning. All right. So if you've been exercising more, frequently, you want to push a little more, you certainly can. So the way that you calculate that is 220 minus your age times 0.75. So it's going to give you 75%. And then you're going to do 220 minus your age times 0.85. So that's going to be the higher end of your maximum heart rate. So that's what we call more vigorous. So the equation, again, 220 minus your age, I've said it multiple times already, is going to give you the maximum heart rate. And if you're just starting, use 60 to 75% of that. And so that's your moderate intensity. And you're going to use that same equation, 220 minus your age times 0.75. That's the lower end of your vigorous. And 220 minus your age times 0.85 is going to be the higher end of your vigorous. So those are going to be the two ranges. If you are exercising, you don't have access to a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or anything like that, or if you're not on a piece of equipment, an easier way to measure this is to just say, okay, so if I'm just starting off, I should be exercising at an intensity where I can have a conversation through it, but I wouldn't be able to sing a song through it. All right. So that's going to be your moderate intensity. And if you want to do a little bit more vigorous, again, if you've been exercising regularly, you can measure this by saying, all right, so I'm exercising at this intensity. I can't, I can exercise, but I can speak through it, but I wouldn't be able to do like a full sentence without having to take a breath. So that's just a much easier way to measure the intensity that you're at. So just a recap. So if you want to do it the more technical way, to find your heart rate, 220, going to use the range 60 to 75% of that. So that's if you're just starting. If you're have been exercising and you want to use the more technical calculation, you're going to do 220 minus your age times 0.75. That's going to be the lower of your vigorous intensity, and then 220 minus your age, which is going to give you times 0.85, and that's going to give you the higher end of your range for the vigorous. So that's the real scientific way. Other side is moderate intensity. You can exercise and have a conversation, but you wouldn't be able to sing. And the vigorous is going to be your you can't go through a full sentence without having to take a breath. All right. So hope this helps. And if you have any questions, remember, I want to get as many of these questions answered as I possibly can. So if you have a question, please email me at george@jointeffortexercise.com, and I would love to help. I hope you're having a great day. You enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon. See ya.